Hello, and welcome to another video tutorial for the Flame Tracker application. In this video, we will use the manual tracking method to measure flame position, flame length, and spread rate variations, and we'll refer to the wiki page manual tracking. I'll start by running the Flame Tracker, and then I will open the example video in the GitHub repository. When I'm done, I can load the parameters from the CSV file in the same folder. I need to correct the perspective of the video, and I select the first frame to do that. But from the preview, I can see that the region of interest doesn't include the entire sample. So if I click on correct perspective now, I will not be able to click on one of the corners. So I can press the escape key and select a new, a larger region of interest. If I click on the correction now, I can see the four corners and click on them. If you need more information about the perspective correction, you can check the video editing section of the wiki. Now I can change the first frame back to 1000, and then I select manual tracking from choose analysis. The analysis box gets populated, and the first thing to check is the direction of the flame in the video. Here we are considering a flame over a cotton sample, which is spreading from right to left, so I select that option. Now we want to decide the number of points we want to track in every frame, and we can start with one for simplicity. We will see the meaning of the tracking lines in a second, so basically we're now ready for the tracking. For this example, I will just show a few frames, so I can type a large number like 400 in the frames to skip. When I click on Start Tracking, the frames will show up in a new window, and I can press the Escape key to close the analysis and the window at any time. I can click, for example, along the center line of the flame in the first frame, and in the second one, there will be a line superimposed along the same vertical coordinate of the first click. So if you don't want to see this line, you can uncheck the Show Tracking Line box at any time and go back to the frame by being careful not to click on the image while you do that. At the end of the tracking, the two graphs in the analysis box show the variation of position versus time on the left and the spread rate versus time on the right graph. And you can also interact with these graphs, for example, by dragging it with your mouse or zooming in and out. And if I click on the symbol at the bottom left, I go back to the original. Now let's say that we want to track 2 points, maybe to measure the flame length. Yeah, I changed the tracking points to 2 and then I click on Start Tracking. Now I have to click on 2 points on every frame before moving to the next. Now we have the 2 lines on the graphs showing the variations of the 2 points. There is still a little bug with the legend that leaves the previous labels, so you have to consider the bottom 2. I can save the data from the tracking by clicking on Save Data, and this will create a CSV file. If I open it, I can find the position in pixels, millimeters, and the spread rates, and some information of the video we just processed. By the way, if the legend gets too messy and you want to refresh it, you can click again on Choose Analysis and Manual Tracking, and this will refresh the analysis box. The last thing I wanted to mention is the flash and light option. In the example video, there is a light at the beginning, so we can change the frame range, for example, from 0 to 200. In the video, there is a light that turns on every second, more or less. Now we will change the number of skip frames to 3, which will give me several clicks to do. But first, I select the option to track the frames with the light on. If I click on Start Tracking Now, I will see only the frames where the light was on, and here I'm just clicking the same location just to go through them. But at the end, we can see the regular intervals where the light was on, while the other frames were neglected. And of course, if I choose the frames with the light off, I would obtain the opposite result. This concludes the section on the manual tracking, but remember that you can always use the help button to get more information about the analysis box. Thanks for watching and good luck with your analysis.